We are back and set to go to start the bottom of the first, and leading off for the Regals will be Kathleen Watson-Otami. She's a junior transfer. She's the right fielder. The defense for the Panthers on the mound is K.E. Terry. Behind the plate, Michelle Pitts. And Pitts was the one that struck out on the controversial play at the end of the inning. And you said, Katie, you had some information about that?
Yeah, I think that instead of the foul ball, I don't think it was a foul ball. I think what happened is that the batter reached out over the plate and actually purposely got hit by the ball.
Trying to take one for the team, and Watson-Otami is on the bunt and will go to second on the wild throw. And now she's going to go all the way to third, so it should be potentially a hit and an error on the throw.
That was great heads-up base running. If you wait for your coach to tell you to go, you're losing time, and she just took the initiative and went herself, and that's why she was able to pick up 2 bases instead of just 1.
Great hustle, and that's what you always love to see from the leadoff hitters. And now Kayla Sakamoto, who last year was generally the leadoff hitter for the Regals, she's hitting second in the lineup today. She's the center fielder, and she can also become trouble on the base paths if she gets on. She looks at ball 1. The rest of the defense for the Panthers, Stephanie Engel at first base, Raquel Renaro at second, and Kayla Javier at short, Courtney Jones at third. That's a called strike to Sakamoto, 1 ball, 1 strike. Carrie Peterson in left field. In center, Andrina Calix, and in right field, Karina Muniz, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Sakamoto. Runner on third. Here's the 1-1. That's chopped foul down the right field, down the third base line.
Right now, Sakamoto's just trying to put the ball in play, trying to put the ball on the ground. She's got really good speed at third base, and she's just trying to get that ball on the ground to score her runner. And she might beat it out, too. I mean, she's got good legs. They might have a run scored and a base hit.
And she lines it into center. That's the left. That's a base hit, and Watson-Otami will score easily from third, and that will put the Regals on top 1-0 with nobody out in the first inning.
And that was great situational hitting. All she needed to do was just pop it over the third baseman's head, and she's got a base hit and an RBI. She definitely has some power, even though she's really about pretty small.
After the rough start on the bottom of the inning for the Panthers, they're going to have an infield visit on the mound to talk things over to make sure that the troubles don't continue. As you can see, the Regals now lead 1-0. Nobody out in the first inning. Kayla Sakamoto on first, and Brittany Labby will be the hitter. She's the number 3 hitter for the Regals. She's the designated player. And now Sakamoto can be a big threat to steal at first base. And she shows bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Tried to snap throw attempt to first base, but Sakamoto gets back. 1-0.
Nice play, ladies.
I mean, I would expect, probably a bunt coming here, but
it's
you
ball
never
2,
know.
2-0. She showed bunt the first time and pulled back. It was wise as that was the ball to pull back.
No outs, runner on first. Looks like a good time to bunt, but you never know. With your number 3 hitter, maybe she's going to pop one over somebody's head.
And she shows bunt on a 2-0, and it's bunted foul, 2-1. You'd think that she'd want to take until Terry can show she can throw strikes when you're ahead 2-0, but she was aggressive and fouled it back. And this is a good stealing count if you're Sakamoto.
It's a great stealing count.
Here's the 2-1, showing bunt again, and it's bunted foul again, and it's 2-2. And now she's going to have to swing away, you would think, with 2 strikes.
I mean, her goal right now with 2 strikes, is to get the ball on the ground and move Sakamoto over. That should be her focus right now. Get the ball on the ground.
And you want to avoid the double play as well, and that's one of the advantages of a bunt, is it significantly decreases the chances of a double play. Here's the 2-2. Outside for ball 3.
Both ways.
And the count is full. And now you would think Sakamoto would have to be running on full count.
I'm not sure if she'll be running. It's 0 outs, so I don't think they want to be. They might not want to be too aggressive and get her thrown out at second base. You never know, though.
And it's a fly ball to right field. Muniz going back. It's going to be over her head. Sakamoto could score all the way from first. They're going to wave her around. Going for three is Labby. Sakamoto is safe at the plate. And that was a good throw to try and get her out, but it wasn't in time to get the speedy Sakamoto. And a RBI triple for Brittany Labby. And the Regals lead 2-0.
I mean, that's the result you want when you mess up on the first two bunts and then you wind up hitting a triple. I mean, you can't ask for a lot better than that. So that was some great hitting right there.
All three Regals hit safely to start the inning, to start the game rather. And here's Shannon Tinsley, and she hits that into center field. That will be Amanda Calix, and she can't get it. It's off the wall. Trotting home is Labby, and an RBI double for Tinsley, and that's the first four hitters for the Regals reaching base safely now. And it's 3-0.
I mean, she took that first pitch. That first pitch is tough. Some people don't like swinging at the first pitch. They get a little anxious, but she was really, she seemed ready, and she just let it rip.
Usually in the first inning you see a lot less swinging on the first pitch. You're trying to see a lot more pitches from the pitcher and trying to wear their arm out early. And looking at ball one is Sarah Lixon, the second baseman.
I mean, but if you're going to rip one like that, you know, you let it go. So that was a great job.
And here's the 1-0. That's outside, ball 2, 2-0. Now Lixon could bunt the runner over to third as well. Coach Debbie Day and the Regals love small ball. We see a lot of that over the years from her. Did you play under here?
Yes, I did. All 4 years I played under Coach Day.
And that's going to go up the middle, right past second base for a base hit, and that'll advance Tinsley 90 feet. That went straight up the middle. There was no odd angle on that ball. And
that's all you need to do. I think that Cal Lou is making it look easy right now. Just hitting the ball on the ground, finding the gaps, and not trying to be too fancy. Playing perfect game right now.
That's exactly right, and you know they're playing perfect when the Panthers infield has their second mound visit of the inning. And I'm surprised the coach for the Panthers, Janet Lloyd, has not come out to talk to the mound about this as well, because there's still nobody out. And
well, I believe that there are some type of limits on how many times a coach can visit the mound without making some type of change. So maybe she's waiting.
They can only make one visit without making the change.
Right. So I think maybe she might be saving it for when when and if she decides to make a change.
In softball, you see a lot of pitchers go the distance regardless. It's a lot different than baseball. And Danica Green looks at called strike.
It is very different because typically baseball throwing is a lot more stressful on your arm, whereas softball, it doesn't take as much of a toll on your arm. So softball pitchers have a lot more endurance in that way.
It is. Plus the games are 2 innings shorter in softball.
Yes.
And baseball, you need like 4 good starting pitchers and a good bullpen. And softball, you just need a couple starting pitchers someone to pitch the first game and then another to pitch game 2. Danica Green hits that one up the middle for a base hit. Scoring is Tinsley. And to second goes Sarah Lixon, and it's 4-0 Regals here in the first with nobody out.
Again, I mean, you can't really say much more. They're just hitting the ball on the ground up the middle. It's the fundamentals that coaches and Coach Day preach all the time. Hit the ball on the ground, and things will happen, and they're doing a great job right now.
And now we're seeing the mound visit from the Panthers. Their coach Janet Lloyd is in her 18th season coaching the Panthers. So, and Coach Day is in her 10th. So these coaches have probably seen each other a lot over the years. Even though I know you said you didn't play Chapman back in the day.
Yeah, we didn't play Chapman when I was here. It seemed that we started playing Cal Lutheran started playing Chapman after I left, but I think they've played them fairly consistently every year since 2007.
And now they're going to make the change, and it will be Kimi Takahashi. She's just a freshman. She's from Torrance, California, West Torrance High School, and she will take over with to try and stop the bleeding here for the Panthers. And when she starts the outing, she will first face Caitlin Downing, who is hitting 7th and pitching for the Regals, and then she'll be facing Devin Hoffer, and then